Hey everybody, hope you all are doing well. So, it has actually been a little while since I have last played. I think I recorded the last episode in early February. I think it was February the 5th, I did look it up. And it is now March 24th. I took about a week or so. Oh, I should have used a repel there. I took about a week or so to train up our Pokemon to level 79 in preparation for the last two episodes, and then got a little busy with some stuff in real life. Was about to record again, and my graphics card died. So it took me about another week to get and install a new graphics card, which we are now using. And by that point, I got kind of busy with work stuff, and a big project was finishing up. But anyway, that's done now, and I finally have a little bit of time to do these last two episodes, and I'm definitely looking forward to them because we have some exciting stuff ahead. We are going to start by catching a legendary Pokemon, and since you can obviously see we are at the Royal Islands, you can probably guess which one it is. I don't remember which is the correct entrance, so we're going to take a guess and see how it goes. As you can see, I brought along a team which has most, if not all, of the HM moves in the game, and is also particularly well suited for catching legendary Pokemon. So we shall see how this goes. I know I was in here a long time ago. Actually, this is where I caught Leah many, many episodes and a few months ago. How time flies, and unfortunately she cannot be here with us right now. I think this is a... nope, I can go this way, it looks like. So let's give it a shot. Ho gets really big there as it prepares to use strength. Nope, not that way. I'm gonna hop on my bicycle just to go a little bit faster, even though it kind of ruins the music. Okay, this is where we caught Leah. Maybe it's through here? I guess I could have looked this up ahead of time, but what fun would that be? Alright, how about this ladder? This is right back where we were. Okay, so I'm starting to think these two caves only connect to each other. I think we came that way, right? Yeah. So I probably should have left by the other cave then, because then I could have ruled out two caves. But I'm guessing it was the one just to my left here. So let's get back on Gyarados. And let's try the one just north of this cave, where that swimmer is. Can't get out through there. Alright. So let's try this one next. So even though I haven't actually played for a while, I definitely have been missing this game. And Pokemon in general. I've been watching a lot of online competitive battles. Those are a blast to watch. I make my way through the playlist down to like 2014, 2013 matches, and I'm running out of matches. That's kind of depressing. I'll have to go back to watching normal TV shows after that, but it's kind of nice just to watch them while you're eating or doing something else. You really can't watch them while you're like doing chores around the house, because they're only fun to watch, in my opinion, if you're actually paying attention and trying to guess what moves you would use in those positions, or what you think is going to happen next. Definitely a mind game. But I've enjoyed them, and it's kept my interest in Pokemon very sharp, so that should pay off well here. And don't need a repel, but we do need Flash. And I've been going back and forth as to what my plans are after we finish these last two episodes. Alright, we can go down, can't go up, can go down. Hopefully that was not the wrong way. Or we'll have a long way back. Just checking. I think it might have been the other way. My first thought was that I do have a lot of other stuff I should be working on. So I was thinking about maybe taking a break from these Let's Plays, at least for a little while, and coming back a little bit later on. But at the same time, then I was like, but I'm having so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to playing Omega Ruby, or Alpha Sapphire. I think Alpha Sapphire is the one I bought. Well, this is productive. But I think I'm starting to see where I need to go. So I really want to play that, so I'm like, maybe I'll play it and see how that goes. But now I'm kind of leaning towards maybe a hybrid of the two, or maybe I'll play Alpha Sapphire, but maybe only for a couple hours a week, and kind of get a good Pokemon life balance there. But the good news is that things are slowing down a little at work. This is the way we came, isn't it? I'm going around in a big circle. Yes, okay. So, let's head back down here then. I'm afraid to go down that way because I'm pretty sure that's not the way to go. Something I should have a little bit more non-work time in the next few months. And if I divide that up evenly between other stuff I should be doing and a little bit of Pokemon for fun, I'm once again going around in a big circle. And that should work out pretty well. Alright, back on the bicycle. Have we been up this ladder yet? I don't think we have. Alright, let's try this ladder then. If I can actually hit the ladder. The downside of using a bicycle in a cave. Is this the fourth cave? Or is this... Yes, I think it is. So... obviously I'm missing something. Not just my repel. I did buy 50 more max repels, as you can tell. I figured we might need them. Come on. I was hoping this wouldn't be too hard to find. Because this is probably going to be a long episode, just a heads up now. Fluffy Flash. Since we do have 2 legendaries to capture. Alright, well. I mean, there can't be that many ways to go here. I guess I can try jumping down to the other area? Alright, whatever, let's do it. So I feel like... Okay, so now I'm back on the other side of this strength thing. Which is clearly not where I need to be. There's a ladder there. We've been through that ladder. And I think we determined that way just led back to the other place. Okay. Actually, the whirlpool seems to be over here. Alright, so let's try and turn through that cave again. And it looks like maybe I just missed the one ladder that goes down, or I'm missing something clearly. Alright, Gyarados. I was going to say one more time, but I guess it's going to be at least 2 more times. And I think this one up here is the one we came out of for a second. We can probably go back in that way, or we can probably also go back in this way. They really need like a 1,000 step repel. And just change the name of this max repel to almost max repel or penultimate repel. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it, I guess. Can't go that way. They make it extra long just to annoy you. And you get back in the water again. Nothing worse than getting out of the water and then going back in the water and getting out of the water. It's always cold when you get in and cold when you get out. Alright. Hopefully I'm getting the hang of this now, because it seems like the hardest part of catching Lugia is finding Lugia. At least I hope it is. Ironically, I'm pretty sure we found the cavern a while back when we were exploring. Alright, so we're back at this one. Not what I expected, but let's try this way. Because I know we did not go this way last time. Maybe that's the only way you can go. Maybe if you don't choose that place, yep, I think so. So if you make the wrong choice like I did, then you have to go all the way back again. But this does seem very promising. This guy I think we've already fought, right? Okay, no, that's right. He checks you to make sure you have the Silver Wing, which if you recall, we got from that person in Pewter City. 2 caves. Not sure which is which, but let's go down to the bottom one, because that seems to be more intense. And I should have used Repel. Zubat. Alright, you know what? Well, let's not burn it. I was going to use like Sacred Fire, but I don't know. There might be an opportunity to use that against Lugia. Probably not, to be honest. But it's also quicker just to run away. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. There's Lugia, and I don't know if the Kimono Girls are going to do their dance or not. Maybe that's only, I guess I can save it. I guess that's only if you are playing Soul Silver. As I've said, if you play Soul Silver, then you come here after you defeat the Kimono Girls to capture Lugia first, and you would get Ho-Oh at level 70. Alright, so it could be Ho-Oh versus Lugia. That would be pretty cool. But I don't think we would win that matchup because I know Lugia knows Ancient Power, which is 4 times super effective against Ho-Oh, plus Ho-Oh is like 25 levels lower, so I do have a strategy though, and we are going to start by leading with Mewtwo. It's been like 2 months since I made this strategy, so I had to remind myself. But alright guys, here we go. Airveil versus Lugia. There it is, a very cool Pokemon. I know it was a lot of people's favorite Pokemon from Gen 2. Never been my favorite legendary just because it's very defensive, and legendaries, I always like when they're more like offensive like Mewtwo is, but it's definitely very strong and a very formidable opponent. So I am going to start by using Light Screen, because that'll have the damage Lugia does. All of its attacks are special attacks. I think Punishment is too. I don't remember what Punishment is. Is that the one where it does more damage the more boost your opponent has? I think so, but even without having any boost, it did a lot of damage, since Mewtwo is weak to Dark-type attacks. Now, I don't want to keep Mewtwo in too long, because Mewtwo has pressure, and the only way we're going to really lose this is if Lugia runs out of power points and kills itself, just like Moltres did. But I do want to use a bunch of flashes, so that our Pokemon can just stay in and do stuff. And it decreases the chance of Lugia getting the boost. I shouldn't have even said anything. 10% chance, and that's all it takes. So now Lugia is even more powerful, which isn't great. Also, the Safeguard. Okay, that's going to make it hard to keep it asleep, so I was not going to try putting it to sleep, since that would be a pretty futile strategy. As you can tell, Lugia also has pressure. So I guess I need to kind of get lucky here. Have it not use Safeguard for a few turns in a row. Oh, I guess if it uses Safeguard while Safeguard's up, it doesn't renew it. So we might be okay then. So I didn't bring Gengar, because I'm going to go with Paralysis over Sleep. Since once you get Paralysis on them, it stays paralyzed. I guess I'll go for Rock Climb. You know what I could do? Ooh, let's do a Power Swap. Because then I'll get its special attack boost, and it'll lose the special attack boost. So that can't hurt, right? I'll also get its attack boost. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Critical hit. Okay, that's why. Our Light Screen wore off. I'm not really going to mind that too much, though. Punishment, I think, is a physical attack. Alright. Now Lugia loses its attack and special attack boost, and Mewtwo gains it. Don't have Recover, but I probably wouldn't use it anyway. Alright, so I'm going to really hope that Lugia uses... No, not Safeguard. Anything but Safeguard. I wanted to knock me out at this point. Because I could have brought in either Kingler to get it down to 1 HP, or Flaffy to paralyze it. But the trouble is those are so low-level Pokemon that... let's go for Rock Climb. Okay, Aeroblast. That I really need to... I need to get them in at just the right time. Alright, so how many turns do we have on Safeguard? Probably 3 more. Let's bring in... what does Kingler know? The trouble is I need to weaken Lugia some more before I can really get it down with Full Swipe. Let's bring in Gyarados for the Intimidate, and hopefully Gyarados can get a little bit of damage in. Alright, Gyarados knows a couple good moves. I think Waterfall should do the most damage. It'd be awesome if Lugia defeats Gyarados right as Safeguard wears off, although it will be faster than Flaffy, so we'll have a chance to use Safeguard. I could use Whirlpool, that might do more damage, but I don't know. The trouble here is it's taking me so long to set up, and with Mewtwo having pressure, that used up a lot of Lugia's power points. And Lugia is so bulky, as you can tell. Also, Ancient Power and Aeroblast only have 5 power points apiece, so yeah. Yeah, ironically... okay, this is actually probably pretty good. Ironically, I think the Ancient Power where it got the boost was its last Ancient Power. Alright, so now we can bring in Flaffy, and hopefully it does not use Safeguard, and hopefully whatever other attack it uses will miss. And due to the flashes, there's a pretty good chance of that, but... alright, Thunder Wave it is. Okay, perfect, Air Blast missed, and Lugia is now paralyzed. Excellently done, Flaffy. So that'll give me a little bit better odds of catching it. I could flash, I don't know, how many flashes did I use on Mewtwo? Was it... it's probably not even worth it. Rock Smash would be not very effective because it's flying type. Lugia used Safeguard, but it's already too late. Thundershock will barely do anything to it. Well, it's psychic and flying. It actually is super effective. Of course, it's 55 levels lower. Hey, Quick Claw! I gave Flaffy the Quick Claw because I realized Lugia would be faster and figured it might make a difference. So I really just need to get it low now before I start chucking a bunch of Dust Balls at it. I should have tried Thunderbolt, but or Thunder or something, but I didn't really think it would matter. It's probably doing like 1 power point of damage, even being super effective. Maybe I should just switch. Hey, it moved that time. Because the trouble is, by the time I even get to throw Ultra Balls at it, it's gonna have just not enough power points left. I know as soon as I do the switch, Lugia's going to use like an Aeroblast and it's going to hit and take out Kingler in one shot, but let's see. Safeguard, okay, good. Now Kingler can use Stomp. I don't think Lugia is holding an item. In fact, I think Kingler is holding an item. So I want to get it a little bit lower, and then I'll start using Full Swipe. Okay, gotta watch very carefully. Critical hit, okay, so definitely use Full Swipe now. Oh, it flinched, sweet, good job, Kingler. Oh, Kingler's faster. Wow, that's, oh, because it's paralyzed. That will do it. Okay, I don't think it's at 1 HP yet, but now it should be, or very close to it. That looks like 1 HP. So, let's start throwing Dust Balls, and wish me luck. Obviously this is not as good as putting it to sleep, but now we can just throw Dust Balls over and over again, not have to worry about doing anything else. So now it's just a matter of can we get lucky before Lugia runs out of power points and has to resort to struggle. So far, not getting very lucky. And we have plenty of Dust Balls. I was waiting until it was nighttime to do this, but then I realized too late that I could have done this earlier today because I'm in a cave. In fact, both of these Pokemon are in a cave, Lugia and Moltres, so could have used the Dust Balls anyway because Dust Balls also work in a cave. Come on, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, come on, come on, come on. Oh no. You can tell where it doesn't light off right away that it's about to break free. So one nice thing about being paralyzed too, I guess sleep would have been even better. is that when they're paralyzed, when they're fully paralyzed, they don't use up a power point. But I guess putting them to sleep means even less power points, so I don't know. The real downside is that with sleep, like I said, you really can't keep them asleep if they're going to be using Safeguard. So, still glad I went with Paralysis. But definitely does make catching it a little bit more difficult. It'd be cool if, like, instead of being 5 bonus points that the Paralyze gives you, as compared to Sleep and Freeze's 10 bonus points in the equation. If it was like 0 bonus points, but then you got like 20 if it was fully paralyzed, or 15 or something. That'd be an interesting way to do it as well. Alright, we were really close, just need a little bit of a better roll. I don't know how many power points Punishment has. I feel like 20 or so? I don't think it's used that many of them yet. Fully paralyzed, nice, like to see that. So even though it's definitely out of Ancient Powers and probably out of Aeroblast, maybe it might have like one more, wasn't really counting. And I don't know how many safeguards it's used, maybe 20 or so, and I think it has, I don't even know, 40 I want to say, but maybe it's only 20 safeguards, I don't know. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, because there's nothing we can do now. I guess I could, like, if I had a Pokemon that had, like, Switcheroo and a Lepa Berry, it could maybe do that. But then how do you get the Lepa Berry back? You'd have to, like, recycle it, but if you Switcherooed it away, I don't know if you can recycle. I think you can only recycle if you actually consume the berry or, like, get it removed some other way, maybe. I know there is a way to have an endless battle if you have, like, a Slowbro that knows, like, recycle and has Lepa Berry and knows slack off. And you can learn block too. Oh, struggle already? That sucks. Well, okay. So my setup took way too long there. Anyway, I'm going to cut the recording and be back when we have a little bit better luck with Lugia here. Alright, finally got him. Or it, I guess. Took way longer than it should have, but hey, a victory is a victory. It is said that it quietly spends its time deep at the bottom of the sea because its powers are too strong. Actually, it weighs a decent amount. I wonder if a heavy ball would have been good to use. We are not going to give a nickname to Lugia. Could name it Silver, I guess, like the one in the anime. Which I never really liked. I always liked the idea that legendary Pokemon were one of a kind, and then that episode was like, nope, they're not. So that was kind of disappointing. But anyway, let's use an escape rope and head on to our next, I won't say next target, that sounds bad, but the next Pokemon we intend to capture. That was a little tough too, because two of my Pokemon had Pressure as their ability, and the one I was going to really use to deal some damage was Kroot, but then I forgot that Sandstream means that there is a never-ending Sandstorm, which would eventually defeat Lugia, so that didn't occur to me until I had already brought up Tyranitar in one of our earlier attempts. Actually, didn't take too long, maybe another half an hour or so since I last cut the episode, but still longer than I would have liked. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up now while we're here. And let's see, should I change out any Pokemon against Moltres? We have Gyarados against Moltres, so probably not. And at least Moltres doesn't know Punishment, which only has 5 power points as well. I looked it up, so Lugia has 3 moves with 5 power points and 1 move with 25. Luckily, I did get a little bit lucky with Quick Claw, and was able to use Thunder Wave right when I needed to, right after Safeguard had worn off. I see a Misdreavus hiding in Mount Silver. This is the final area of the game, but we will leave and come back because I will need my full fighting team for the next episode. But for now, though, we have one last mission with our Pokemon catching team, or this variant of it. Is this not Moltres'? No, this is an item. Okay, right. I was really worried for a second there. I'm like, wait, I thought Moltres was supposed to come back when I defeat the Elite Four. That actually might be where we got the Expert Belt, which I think Rod is now holding. It's either the Expert Belt or the Black Belt, one of those belts. Rod likes his belts. He has no pants, but many belts. Alright. Lots of HM moves here. I do think, though, that when I do future Let's Plays, I probably won't be catching every legendary like I did in this game. Not really sure why I decided to do it in this game, just sort of started and then was like, yeah, that seems cool, let's do it. Plus, oh, sorry, whoever that was. Plus, I wanted to, you know, make the Let's Play a little bit longer, spend a little more time in the game. But, honestly, catching these Pokemon is not really the part of the game I enjoy the most, because it's really just all luck-based, and you just kind of sit around and throw dust balls all day, so I think in future games I'll probably just catch, like, the cover version legendaries, or those that are important to the plot. But we do have one last bonus Pokemon to catch here. And Moltres, we meet again. This time I'm ready for you, or at least I think I am. A little more ready. Moltres always looked a little like chickenish to me. Not quite as majestic as Articuno does, just my 2 cents. But as before, I'm going to start with some flashes, reduce Moltres' accuracy, and once it's low enough, we will bring in Flaffy to put on the Paralyze. Ancient Power going for that boost yet again. Pretty sure it got that last time, and that was definitely one of the reasons we couldn't catch it. But, I don't know. If it gets it now, it probably won't be too big of a deal because its accuracy will be so low. I might end up just switching out Mewtwo. Yeah, because it's going to take a long time for Moltres to finish Mewtwo off, being 20 levels lower, and not having a super effective move. And in the meantime, Moltres is wasting its precious power points. Alright, well, it hasn't used Safeguard yet. Let's hope it doesn't use it right as I switch in Flaffy. Air Slash, and it missed, perfect. Now we have a 20% chance of a Quick Claw trigger. Didn't get lucky. Oh, and we got hit. It's not very effective, but between Stab and being 35 levels higher, it was enough. Alright, well... I don't want to bring in Kroot because of the Sandstorm, or Ho-Oh because of the pressure. Let's go with Gyarados. Moltres doesn't have any physical attacks, but at least Gyarados will resist Flamethrower. And I can choose a regular revive on Flaffy because it'll be knocked out by one hit no matter what the hit is. And while Gyarados is here, we can still try to do some damage to Moltres. Wow, barely survived. And it uses a Citrus Berry, which probably won't matter. Waterfall should do a lot of damage though. So Quick Claw actually has a 20% chance of triggering. For some reason I always thought it was 10%. But nope, it was actually I think 23% in Gen 2. And then 20% from Gen 3 onwards. Safeguard. On the bright side though, Gyarados can do some more damage. Which is actually a lot better in my opinion, because it was only 10%. I was thinking like, they really should up that to make it more usable. Another Waterfall will probably knock it out. Surf... I don't want it to crit. Let's try a Strength. If strength crits, it'll be close, but I think Moltres will survive. Okay. But I don't want to risk it anymore. So let's bring in Kingler to get it down to 1 HP. Okay, Air Slash miss, very nice. Air Slash did not miss that time. One shot. Wow, did not expect that at all. Okay. Wasn't Kingler the one that survived like one of Mewtwo's attacks? That's really surprising. I guess Moltres has a pretty good special attack stat. I know it has a good regular attack stat, which is why it's so strong in Pokemon Go, but its stats kind of mismatch its move pool in the main game. Oh, and it hits again! Didn't we use... I could have sworn we used Max Flashes against it. Am I misremembering? Because if so, it should have a... Let's check here. Yeah, we used 6 Flashes. That is just a very lucky Moltres. Alright, well, let's try to revive both Flaffy and Kingler. I wonder if Kingler could survive a flamethrower. Maybe. See, again, this Moltres is so lucky. That's like a 23% chance of actually hitting with that move, or something like that, and it gets it. Has it used Safeguard again? I wasn't really looking for that, but I don't think it has. And now it uses Safeguard. Okay, well, Thunder Wave won't do anything, but we can at least have a turn now to revive some other Pokemon. I'm going to use a Max Revive because what am I saving it for? And I don't want to be forced to bring in a Pokemon that has Pressure or Sandstorm. Neither of those would be ideal. And again, Moltres hits. This Moltres, wow. Okay. He is ready for this rematch, clearly. I'm going to take this a little bit risky, though. Using Max Revive on Gyarados, because I, again, really don't want to be in the position where I'm forced to use a Pokemon that I don't want to. Okay, and it missed, finally. Okay. Now we can use Full Swipe. And I should probably revive Flaffy as well. You know what, let's wait. I have Gyarados revived, right? Yeah, let's wait one more turn. I can afford to play it a little bit more risky. Okay, Safeguard, so that means if it failed, that Safeguard is still up. Seems to be at 1 HP. Now if it takes out Kingler this turn, that would be perfect. I can't really do anything to it, so I might as well just start throwing Pokeballs while I wait for Moltres to defeat Kingler. Of course, now that I want it to knock out Kingler, it's probably going to keep missing. But I don't want to switch it in Flaffy. Oh, have I revived Flaffy? I know I meant to. Did I do that? Safeguard, okay. So we do have a shot here. Okay, revive. Alright. Now we are in a very good position. If Moltres takes out Kingler, then we can switch in Flaffy, paralyze Moltres, and then just start chucking all these Dust Balls. Unless we get really lucky now, but nope, not quite. I'm pretty sure Moltres has not burned up all of its like flamethrowers. Flamethrower, I'm pretty sure, has 15 power points. One of the main reasons to use it over Fire Blast, which only has 5. Air Slash also has, I think, 15 or 20 power points. I think 20. They might have reduced it. Yeah, okay, it's just missing. Naturally, when I kind of wanted to hit, now it misses. But you win some, you lose some. That's just how luck goes. Alright, so now would be a great turn for Kingler to get knocked out and to bring Flaffy in, since Safeguard has expired. Flamethrower misses. I don't know, maybe I should risk it and bring in Flaffy on a switch, but That's just one more chance for Moltres to defeat it. Okay, safeguard. Well, I'm gonna wait out this safeguard. And then maybe I'll switch Flaffy in. This is one turn of safeguard. This will be 2 turns. That one Shakey's made me think like, oh, maybe I'll get it, but never quite do. Okay, this is what, turn number 3. I think I should probably throw one more ball and then switch, but just to play it safe, I might switch 1 turn early. In case I miscounted, or... I guess safeguard counts the turn you use it. I can never remember that. Okay. Let's switch in Flaffy. I'm not sure if it's going to expire at the end of this turn or if it has 1 more turn. I think 1 more turn. Okay, it missed. Yes, okay, good, I got it right. Glad I switched quote-unquote early then. Safeguard! Ah, Moltres! You're messing with me here. Do I switch back out? Yeah, at this point I'm gonna hope I get really lucky and it like uses safeguard or misses. I do have a decent chance of it doing a combination of those two. Not sure what the odds are, but I guess the Moltres only has like a 50-50 chance of defeating Flaffy before I can use another Thunder Wave. Okay, it missed. Get a little nervous whenever I see that flamethrower. Flaffy is being very nimble today. Good job, Flaffy. I imagine with all that wool, it would not take a flamethrower very well. So it's probably for the best. Oh, Air Slash. Nope. Didn't take that well either. And a crit. Not that it really mattered at all. Alright, well, let's bring in Gyarados. Why not? And in case any of you guys are like, why didn't you teach Mewtwo Thunder Wave and just paralyze it right off the bat? Thunder Wave in this game comes from the Battle Frontier, so it would have taken a long time to get those battle points. Wasn't really worth it. Like I said, the trouble with this strategy, and I can't think of a better one, but at least not with Pokemon I have, is that it just takes so long to get it going. I could have also given Zapdos Flash, but it also has yeah, let's use Dust Ball. But it also has pressure, so that wouldn't have been too much of an advantage over Mewtwo. I guess I don't know if Zapdos can learn Thunder Wave by level. Oh, come on, come on, come on! No! Oh, I was like, yeah. And now it uses Safeguard. But alright, let's try to stall another Safeguard. Wasting more Moltres' power points. At least I saved outside. So you might win this one, Moltres, but I can just reset time, so it can't last forever, right? So that's 1 turn. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if Zapdos learns Thunder Wave by leveling up. If I had to guess, I'd say it did, so I could have maybe used the move relearner to do it, but I don't know if I just didn't think of that before when I was coming up with the strategy, or if it couldn't learn it and that's why I decided to go with it, or if it learns it above level 50. I'll have to look that up later to see. Okay, anyway. Safeguard is still up. But let's see if Flaffy can dodge a couple more attacks, or if Moltres uses Safeguard again before it expires. Or... yay! Or we'll just catch it. That works too. Okay, like I said, sometimes you get unlucky, sometimes you get lucky. And tonight was definitely overall a pretty good night. This legendary Pokemon scatters embers with every flap of its wings. It is a thrilling sight to behold. We are not going to give Moltres a nickname. I feel like we should after all that, but... Alright guys, with that we have captured our last legendary Pokemon, and I think the last one we can really capture in the game without like bonus tickets or something like that. So that's going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and when we come back, it will be our very last episode. We have an amazing Pokemon battle in store. I'll probably get our team to level 80, just one more level before then, and then we're going to give it everything we've got. This is the battle that all of our training and all of this hard work has been leading up to, so hopefully it's a really good, really fun one. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you here again pretty soon.